And it's just about just going for it. Like it's always been about expression, and just going. Like, you know, the reason why I'm not to come back to me, but the reason why I really gravitated towards playing on radio is because I knew that artists were making music, and you make music at home and you think it's dope, you think it's great, but you don't really know whether, you know, outside of your house, whether this is as hot as it is. I mean, for you, K9, do you have the same experience?
Oh man, I'm a worst, how you say it?
My own worst
enemy.
Right.
It's difficult to be objective with your own music, and the test for me is you make it, and it's the next morning. Does it sound good to yourself? That's always the test. Yeah. You know, and then obviously then you get for me it's a reaction when I play it. I've got certain key people I'm looking for a reaction, and I know, okay, I got it. If not,
sometimes when you make a song, do you know? Like when you've made it and everything feels right, like the universe is aligned and you've made a song.
The more often you will make songs, the more quicker that will happen. It's happening. Sometimes I've even done half the beat and I know. I haven't written not one lyric and I know. I said, oh, I've got one here.
Let me see the problem I have, right? As a producer MC, I don't know if you guys have this same problem about. I get to a moment where I'm making the beat, so I'm in my house in my hot pack, you know, in my jogging bottoms and just vibing. And then I'm so in the beat, and then I'm feeling it, and then I want to rap. But really, I got to finish the beat and finish the production and find the other things. But it's like, no. I want it. So sometimes beats don't get that far because
you're already rapping on it.
The ideas are flowing.
Because you're rapping in your pajamas all night and you're just vibing. Yeah. So it's like, how do you counter that problem? Do you have a process for that?
Ladies first.
Well. I used to make beats, but they weren't amazing, so I find it really hard to like rap to my beats. But when I find a beat, sometimes you just hear it and you have to dive right into it, and you might just spend the whole night going over the same thing, over the same thing, over the same thing, on the same thing.
Yeah, I used to, as I say, stop the tap, stop the faucet. I don't now. Sometime I'll be in my bed 2, 3 in the morning and lyrics come to me. I got to get up. Wow. I have to get up and I have to get it out because that's when it's coming at that time. And so if I'm producing and I haven't completed the beat and the lyrics are flowing, that's just what happens. I've got to get those lyrics out, come back to the beat later. So that's how I work.
Okay, that makes sense. So, Enny, do you, like, as far as, are you bringing an album out? Or are you working on an album? Or
I'm working on just a EP? Mixtape, yeah. A
mixtape?
Yeah.
Because that makes sense. Because generation-wise, you will be more focused on a mixtape than an album, whereas I'm old school, so I'm like album, EP. You know, but a mixtape is really kind of the format.
Yeah, because that would be like the starting ground for me.
Okay.
Because I've made songs, but I think it's now time to like work on a project.
So when you made Vibe Out, which I'm trying to find as well as talk to you, did you ever think that, oh wow, this is gonna be a song that people are gonna really just grow?
When I heard the beat on YouTube, I was just like, oh, I love like.
Because it's a J Dilla beat, right? Oh my God, but you owned it though. I wouldn't be surprised if Marduk and them like just say, look, come, talk to me and let's do something. You owned that.
It was a sick beat. When I heard it, I was just like, oof. And then the lyrics just came. And then I recorded it in 2017 with my friend. And I'd always had it. Like even I'd recorded the verse and then she happened to be at the studio. And then she sang something she wrote and I was like, put that in. And then that was that, and then I had the song for ages, and then we shot like a video in my room, which was the Instagram video, and I just put it on the internet for bands. And when I came back, I just saw the reaction. You saw the reaction.
Yeah. So what was the song that I saw?
The Vibe Out song.
It was the Vibe Out song. Yeah. Okay, so you know what? This is really a thing where I'm going to have to find it because I need to play this song today.
I just need to say though, J Dilla's special. We all know he's special, and I'll tell you why. Because I'm noticing that there's no boundaries with a generation. Like any generation hears his beats and it's instant. Like it's special.
Instant.
It's special, man.
And that's important. I think that's why for me the show is interesting because during the past, because I got approached recently. Someone's like, "Yo, what about this artist?" And they sent me the video, and the artist was doing trap, and I was like, "No, I can't.
I'll vibe with it.
I can vibe with it, but I don't want it on this show. I don't want that." And the thing is, I saw a video and everyone was doing that dance, doing the bike dance.
Yeah.
And let me do it to the camera.
Oh man, oh gosh, yeah.
And the thing is, I gotta say, I'm a dancer. Like I'm not. If you play the right tune, I'm not watching no faces. I'm dancing. So when I see a place where everybody's dancing the same, I'm like, that's not hip hop. It's hip hop, but you're a derivative. Like hip hop is supposed to. A J Dilla beat is supposed to affect you. I mean, if you don't mind me asking, I'm not supposed to ask a lady's age. Give me a rough border park where you
24.
are. 20. Oh, you said, okay, you said it straight.
Yeah.
No problem. Fine.
I just got used to saying it myself. So.
Cool. So to me, the fact that, like, I've met J Dilla, like we performed together.
Wow.
So we performed together in the Montreux Jazz Festival. So there's a clip I can show you. Switzerland.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we did. He was on after us. And watching somebody like that making music, and then knowing that later on, whether he passes away, that you'll meet his, you'll love his music, and to me, just gives me hope. And also, I'll be honest, him passing was the first time I cried for a man that's not in my family.
Wow.
Like, any other celebrities, like, oh, it's a shame, but him, I was like, nah, this is terrible. I cried in my house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I remember exactly where I was, just like I remember where I was 9/11. All those sort of things. But anyway, let me just find this music. So I'm just wanna is there anything you want to tell us?
Yeah, man. So I'm the way Ty's speaking, I'm very interested to hear it. You've already got 50% of my vote because you're on a J Dilla beat. No pressure. No pressure. So yeah, I'm interested. Good to meet you and can't wait to see you perform on the 17th. I'm so excited about the 17th. The lineup.
Yeah.
It's a lineup.
Yeah. It's a festival.
It's gonna be a shutdown.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the artist. I saw it in Eeks. I saw that. I looked into that artist.
Yeah.
I'm hearing a lot of.
Good vibes.
Yeah, a lot of hip hop. I love it.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be popping, man. And Jazz Cafe, they got good acoustics in there. It's a historical place.
Yeah. Because when you say it, people are like, oh my god, the Jazz Cafe. Like, you know who's performed there?
Yeah, that's you kind of got a little kind of stamp, but you got a blue tick.
Yeah, right.
And the thing is, I've had many amazing nights at Jazz Cafe, but what I will say is, I was starting to see that hip hop wise, it just wasn't official anymore. It just it just didn't feel like it didn't feel like they were having events where people like ourselves that make hip hop music could be there, could congregate, could watch each other, could celebrate each other in a fashion that wasn't not in a hurry come fashion, which means to me, most times when you do an event with venues, they're very much like, well, if you don't pull in the numbers, well, if you don't, well, you're not gonna be here. If people don't drink any drinks, it's very negative from a promotional, marketing, managerial perspective. So for me, when I went in there straight, like, yo, you guys are losing your rep. You're changing management, all of that. Columbia Group, you're losing something in regards to Jazz Cafe is a beautiful venue, but you have to have the local talent at your venue. You have to be there.
The integrity, the brand.
And also hip hop is a thing where you've got to see hip hop people. You've got to see jazz. It's like jazz. You've got to see jazz at Jazz Cafe. You've got to see it. Yeah. But hip hop, you've got to see it too. It's one of those venues. So this venue and this lineup is a festival, really.
Definitely.
Really, it's a festival, and it's the thing that I'm hoping will happen is people will come to the event, watch the artists, fall in love with what's going on, maybe buy some merchandise, but also promoters and talent scouts will realize, yo, let me talk to you, let me see if that's what I want to happen. That's why I play this music on the radio, and that's why I wanted this event to happen that way, because I really want to push that. So thank you for answering the call. Thank you for absolutely, nobody's given me any problems. It's just been like, okay, so we trust you, we're going to ride with you on this one, and that's what it's been. So I'm going to find this song. If there's anything you want to say before I do that, please say it now while I find the song.
There's plenty to say, man. I could talk for days, but salute, just a huge, big salute to you for, as I say, almost sticking your neck out reputation-wise for this, because I know as a person that's promoted shows in the past that you don't always know if they're going to be successful. You have 100 people, I'm coming, and you just don't know, especially because people like to move late. You know,
Yeah.
in terms of getting their tickets.
And people like to come last minute, and then people will hit you up on the door like, "Hey, they're not letting me in. Can you get me in? Can you get me free? Can I get a free drink? Can I get?" It's like
that entitlement.
oh
sense
my
of entitlement
goodness.
thing.
And
So,
and
yeah.
I wanted to just approach it a different way because what I was showing the venue is, look, I'm an artist, so I mean something to my community, my peers. If I'm making the call, you have to think a certain way. You can't treat, like when I mean, I don't want to put, Jazz Cafe a great venue, but obviously people have particular rules in regards to work. I had to circumnavigate these rules and be like, no, you don't need a big headline. No, you don't need this.
Yeah.
These people are good enough. They're going to perform. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
So saying that, before we come back, because we can come back and talk, but I have to blast this song. Because I want my producer and everyone, and K9, I want you to understand why. One of the reasons, this song is one of the reasons why I'm doing this event.
Has it got that wobble?
It's got the wobble. You ready?
A little build up.
You ready?
Ever ready.
All right.